Guys, following question. We have what's called a polynomial. A polynomial function is basically the equations we've been dealing with. Like x squared plus 5x plus 4, that's a polynomial. X cubed on its own is a polynomial. Okay. Anything like this is a polynomial. We all right? Okay. Now, gents, so they want me to make an equation. Now, here's how we're going to do it. We're going to look at this here, and we're going to go, no bother. We have 3 answers already, don't we? Now, it says degree 3. What does degree 3 mean? It means an x cubed polynomial. Only 3 answers. So here's what we're going to write down. X equals minus 4. X equals what? Minus 2. And x equals 3. And the three of them are going to look like this. Ready? It's going to be x plus 4. Where do I get x plus 4 from? Then the other one. X plus 2 and... yeah. Now, I for one would like to check if this is correct. So I'll go to my my table function on my calculator. Okay. Now, does everybody see that it starts at minus 5 and ends at 5? See the start and the end are clearly in the graph? Step of 1. Okay. So I'm going to go to my calculator and I'm going to put in this here. It's going to be x plus 4 bracket x plus 2. Then it's going to be x minus 3. I'm going to press equals. I'm going to start at minus 5. Going to end at 5, step of 1. Minus 5 minus 24. Minus 5. That looks about right. Let's look at the y-axis. Where do we think that is roughly? We know that the y-intercept is negative, don't we? Yeah, we know it's negative. And it's minus 24, believe it or not. The only thing I'm after is a positive or negative. Negative. I'm happy enough with that. If you look at the point, 1 what? 1 minus 30. That's what it is. That's minus 30. That's minus 20. That's minus 10. So minus 24 would be located there. Does that make sense? Does everybody understand how I figured out each stop is worth minus 10? I went to my calculator. I saw that the 1 minus 30. So this point here is 1 minus 30. And I noticed that it's 3 blocks underneath. That must mean each block is worth 10. Okay. Oh, you're allowed to do single numbers on the x-axis and do them tens on the y-axis. So they don't have to be the same. Okay. Huh? Other way around's allowed. Right. That's a polynomial degree 3. Let's have a look at the polynomial degree 5. Okay. Here's what we're going to look at here. X equals minus 7. All right, but here's our x equals minus 4, no bother. What about here? And here? How many answers do I have? How many answers should I have? Yes. Thank you. Minus 4 touches it, doesn't go through it. So that means it's a double answer, okay? Now, gents, what you're going to do next is you're going to put them all to one side. Shh. Everybody be happy with x plus 7? X plus 4? Another x plus 4? Just an x, or x plus 0. And then x minus 3. Now, you're going to have to test this out in your calculator from minus 8. Start at minus 8. And end at what? I'd say 4 probably. Yeah, exactly as I'm writing it. So, doing it now. Yeah, all that into the calculator. Okay, exactly as it looks. So here you go. You go to your table function. You start off with just x. You can put it in the bracket if you want. There's no need though. And then x minus 3. Step of 1. Go for minus 8. Call it plus 4. So check the points in your calculator match up to the points on the graph. All right. Who got minus 7, 0? All right, that's it there. All right. Now, here's the interesting part to look at. Should minus 6 be positive or negative? Is our minus 6 negative? No, it's positive. It's the wrong way around. Does everybody get that? Sorry. Does everybody understand that the point minus 6, 216, it should be above the x-axis? Would everybody agree with that much? Yeah, but it's clearly below. Yeah, so I have an idea for that. Let's keep looking. Would everybody agree that the point 2, lads, does everybody see the blue point on top of the mountain? When I look that up, it has to be positive because it's above the x-axis. So if I look that up and it's below, we have an issue. It's below, we have an issue. Now here's the issue. No, it's very easy. Enter in the minus 1 version of it. Just put a minus at the start, all right? And try again. No, you don't. Press AC. Press left and right and just put minus at the front. Okay. And just minus X at the start. And now all of a sudden the numbers are. Yeah, it's working now. Yeah. Because minus 3 is meant to be negative. It's not meant to be positive. Yeah. Now, include gents. What I want you to know here is the following, okay? If I set up this equation here, right? If I set up the equation, this is 2 and that's 4, and it's n-shaped. You happy enough with that? Now look at this. You all agree with x equals 2 and x equals 4. You all agree with x minus 2 and x minus 4. Okay? Now, lads, if I put that into the calculator, gents, are you all looking? If I put that into the calculator, okay, here's where this sort of flips up again. Now, it crosses the y-axis at 0, minus 8. Okay? Now, look what happens when I enter this into the calculator. Okay? I go, what's it, x minus 2 and x minus 4. Okay, I enter that into the calculator. I start at, for argument's sake, 0 to 6. Okay, now look, 0, 8. Lads, I don't want it to be 0, 8. I want it to be 0, minus 8. So that's the issue. So, yeah, I can put a minus 1 here. And then, so, yeah, this answer here, see this answer here? This answer here is the answer to the red one. It's the answer to a U-shaped function that crosses through those 2 points. I want it the opposite way around, which means I multiply it by minus 1. They're mirror images of each other. Okay? Symmetry. Okay. Now, I think we all know what we're doing with these now. Okay. Let's move on. All right. Sketch a graph of the following polynomials. Okay. So, long story short, you basically never do this. You basically never do this without just using the calculator function, really. Everybody looking? Here's all I'm going to do. I'll take question 6 as an example. Everybody see question 6? Now, What we're going to do is I'm going to dissect each part. Shh. Lads, everybody see x squared equals 0? See the purple part? Okay. Right. That means there's going to be 2x equals 0 answers. Is that okay? Now I move on. Now I target this instead. What answer would that one be? What's the answer for that one? X equals 5. It's x minus 5 equals 0, which is x equals 5. I now have 3 answers, don't I? Okay. Now what's the next answer then after that? Yeah, that's your next answer. And then finally, what's your next answer after that? X equals minus 3. Okay. I'm going to go to my calculator. And in this calculator, I'm going to input this in. Okay. And what we should get all right. For argument's sake, you're only sketching it. So I would go either side of, see minus 3 being the lowest value, I'd go to minus 4. See 5 being the large value, I'd go to 6. Okay? Minus 4 all the way to 6, step of 1. Now, do you see those numbers? Right? It does ask for a rough sketch. It doesn't want a work of art. Okay? So, here's what we're going to do. Okay? So, my problem is when I click on it, it signs itself off. So, I need to get that onto the current page. Yeah. Yeah, go on. Okay. Now we go all the way down. This one here. So just give me a sec. All right. So lads, look at this. Okay. Just gotta write down some numbers roughly. Minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. I don't know what to do with, would everybody agree? I don't really know what to do with the y-axis. Oh, that's a very good point. I shouldn't have. Exactly. All right. Are you ready, guys? Look. Minus 4 minus 288 is miles out of the way. I'll be all right. So I'm going all the way up here. Minus 3, 0, minus 2, 0. Okay? So I'm sort of like this, haven't I? Up and down the way back down again. Minus 1, minus 12. That's very shallow. Okay, so that'd be something like that. What's that? 0, 0? I don't. It's just a rough sketch. I'm not making it that accurate. Okay? And then what's next then? 1 minus 48. Do you notice it turns again? And 1 minus 48 could be down here. And then it keeps going down forever. It's a really weird looking graph, isn't it? So that's your best attempt at sketching it. Now, I do have GeoGebra. Let's get you guys sketching one of them. GeoGebra. Lads, I'll give you guys a chance to sketch one of them, and we'll try how we're getting it done now, right? So lads, here's what I want you to try out. I want you to try part 4. Put it into your calculator and let me know how it goes. Right. So gents, did we all get x equals 3? Because that's that one there. X equals 2. Shh. X equals minus 2. Another x equals minus 2. And then 2x equals 5. Does everybody agree with that? All right, now gents, what I do is I highlight the top and bottom one. So I highlight that. I identify minus 2 as the bottom one and 5 is the top one. I go 1 to the left and 1 to the right. So I'm going to start at minus 3 and end at 6. Is that okay? So I'm going to do it like this. Okay. I'm going to write down all of these. Minus, begins with a minus. Then x minus 3. Yeah. What's x plus 5 then, is it? I'm going to start at minus 3. 1 to the left of the smallest number. And 1 to the right of the largest number. 6. Then we get minus 3 minus 120 minus 2, 0. Can you call me out those points in a sec? Okay. Minus 3 minus 120, yeah? What's the next one? Yeah. Minus 1. 192. Plus 192. Minus 192. 0. What? Minus 600. Okay. 1. 0. Oh, sorry, 2. And 3. All right, lads. What I'm sort of getting worried about here is I'm sort of looking at this. Are you looking? I'm looking at the minus 648 as the lowest y value. And I'm looking at 0 as the highest y value. So here's what I'm thinking. I move this line further up, like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up in, I'm going to go down in hundreds. So each one of these lines is going to stand for 100. Minus 100, that's minus 200. It's minus 300. It's minus 400. It's minus 500. And that would be minus 600. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let me call that 6, okay? And then over here, it's 1, 2, minus 3. Okay, let's have a go at this. Minus 3 and roughly minus 120, roughly there. Minus 2, 0, roughly there. Minus 1, minus 192, roughly there. Actually, it's closer to minus 200, in fact. Okay, roughly there. Okay, what's the next one then? 0 minus 600, roughly here. 1 minus 648, roughly there. 2, 0, and what else? 3, 0. Lads, I think I'm looking at something like this. It's only a rough sketch. It has to be a work of art. Now, does it go through 3? That means it has to go above and... Oh, I had to keep going. Lads, what's 4? 4 what? Oh, sorry, lads. Sorry, lads. It's minus 5 twice, isn't it? It's minus 5 twice. It's not minus 4 twice. It's minus 5 twice. So look. Looking for me. Shh. That isn't too costly. And I'll explain why. Shh. Lads, you looking? That's not too costly. Explain why. Because you didn't spend all your time calculating at the end of the day. So you just go this way instead. All right, let's keep going. Shh. Minus 4 minus 168. Minus 4 minus 168. It's around here. Minus 5, 0 touches it and then comes back down again. That's it there. Because minus 5 is... Yeah, because minus 4... Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, I do. That's be on its way down, doesn't it? Yeah. Minus 120. So like that. And then up. Yeah, that's it. All right, guys. You're going to be asked to draw 1 or 2 of these to the best of your ability. Just give it a go. Scaling's hard, isn't it? All right, guys. Shh. We've done 12 and 13. Shh. All right, gents. Question 17. Very similar to what I gave for homework over the weekends. Anybody know how to do it? Gents, look at the following. Okay. If x plus 2 is a factor, x equals minus 2 is a root. If x minus 1 is a factor, then x equals 1 is a root. Here's what I'd like you to do. Anywhere you see an x, replace it with a minus 2. Okay? So do that. Anywhere you see an x, replace it with a minus 2. Okay? And then for the second one, anywhere you see an x, replace it with, what are you replacing it with? 1. Because the roots balance the equations. The roots cause it to be equal to 0. Okay, guys. Off you go. Alright. Let's keep going. Are you working on it? What? Oh, yeah. Just don't look up. Alright. Yeah, I got you. Alright. So you should get minus 8. Minus 8 times 4. Plus 2b. Plus 6 equals 0. 2b minus 4a minus 2 turns into plus 2. Oh. If you put a in front of b when you're writing it out, you usually use alphabetical order. Then I get minus 4a plus 2b equals 2. I know I do. Equals 2. Yeah. Right. The blue one. 6 equals 0. Okay. Now, going to multiply the bottom equation by 2. Sorry, plus 2b equals 2. Minus 2a minus 2b equals minus 14. Minus 12. Have a equals 2. And a equals 2. A equals 2 minus b has to equal minus 5. B equals 5. There you go. Good. Yeah. So lads, 19 has 2 options for you. Is it ready? Here's your 2 options. That's not 19. I'll get you 19 now. 1 second. All right, guys. Here's your options. Because it's a factor, what does that mean? It divides in equally, all right? Now, to be honest, you don't want to go down this path, right? Some people would do that. It is possible. And I'll tell you what, I'll divide that for you tomorrow. I won't do it today, but I'll do that for tomorrow. That is possible. But let's not do that. Okay? Now if you decide to do that, you're not wrong. It's just a more difficult method than you want to do. Okay, so here's what I suggest. If this is a factor, factorize it. What happens when you factorize it? Would everybody agree with that? And that means that x equals 6 is a root, and x equals minus 2 is a root. That means that when you replace all x's with 6, the value has to be equal to 0. Because roots always cause a y value of 0. And then when you replace all x values with 2, lads, everybody see what we're going to do? It's going to be like last time. you're going to end up with a simultaneous equation. Sort out 19. It is, in fact, -2. Thank you.